My name is Penelope, welcome to my fashion channel, and here we talk about stockings, legs and heels. Don't forget to like.
You know, when I think about my legs now, after 50, after 60, I don't compare them to what they used to be. I think about what they've become. They carry a kind of story in them. The shape, the tone, the way they move. It's all been earned, step by step, year by year. And honestly, there's something incredibly sensual about that. If you're wearing heels, especially over 50 or 60, comfort becomes just as important as the look. I always tell women, choose a pair that makes you feel steady, not shaky. A slightly thicker heel or a gentle platform can still look incredibly sexy while giving you the balance to glide instead of wobble. When you walk, think slow and smooth. Let your steps roll naturally from heel to toe. Don't rush. The slower you move, the more your legs tell a story. I love the little rituals of getting dressed. Sliding on a pair of sheer stockings, slowly rolling them up over my calves, smoothing them over my thighs. There's this intimate pause when the band settles high on the leg, hugging gently. I always take a second just to look. Stockings have this magic. They don't cover, they highlight. They make the skin look smoother, the legs longer, the curves softer yet sharper at the same time. And then, of course, the heels. I never stopped wearing them. They change everything the moment they're on. The way I stand, the way my hips sway without even trying, the rhythm of my steps. There's a confidence that comes from that little lift, that tilt of the foot. It's not just about looking taller, it's about how it feels. My calf flexes, the muscles lengthen, and suddenly my whole body feels aligned, feminine, powerful. Sometimes I'll sit down and cross my legs slowly, feeling the stretch of my stockings, press of my thighs. If I'm wearing a skirt or a dress, I'm aware of the back shifts. The weight drapes across my lap, sometimes slipping just a little higher. It's not an accident, it's awareness. After a certain age, you realize the most sensual thing is being present in your own body. And then there's the playfulness of heels. I love the little gestures. Letting a pump dangle loosely off my toes while I sit, feeling the weight shift before slipping it back on. Adjusting the strap at my ankle, tucking it just enough to remind myself how it hugs me there. Even the sound of heels on the floor, click, 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 feels like music. It announces me before I even speak, a rhythm that's both subtle and unmistakable. Feet, too, carry their own quiet allure. I don't think enough people appreciate that. Painted toes peeking through an open-toe sandal, the arch lifting inside a high heel, the delicate curve of the ankle. Those small details are like secrets. They reveal just enough to spark imagination. And after years of walking, dancing, standing, I've learned to treat my feet tenderly. A good pedicure, soft lotion, a little care, it makes the act of slipping into heels feel like a reward, not a burden. What I love most is how fashion at this age feels like a choice, not an obligation. I wear stockings and heels not because I need to, but because I want to. I want to feel the silk glide over my legs. I want to hear the echo of my heels on a quiet floor. I want to see the way my silhouette changes when I stand tall in them. It's not for anyone else, though I know people notice. It's for me. And maybe that's the most sensual part of all. Confidence. Knowing that I can sit in a room, cross my legs slowly, adjust the heel on my foot, and say more with that small motion than with 100 words. Because when a mature woman embraces her legs, her heels, her feet, she isn't pretending. She isn't chasing youth. She's celebrating herself right now exactly as she is. There's a richness in that, a depth. Every step I take in heels, every stocking I slip on, every time I let a shoe dangle off my toes, I'm not just moving, I'm savoring. And that, to me, is what makes fashion, even at 50 or 60, not only elegant, but deeply, intimately sexy.